last year, the organization passed 6.9 million referrals. We generated 3.1 billion with a B, $3.1 billion worth of business for our members all around the world. Now, just so you know, 3.1 billion.
Yes.
That's same.
That's a lot of zeros.
Well, it's a lot of zeros, but it's the same as the gross domestic product for the country of Liechtenstein.
Oh my goodness! Which actually has the highest, I understand, income GNP of any nation per capita in the world.
Good. No, I'm looking for a bigger nation next year, but I think it's still pretty cool. I mean, when you think about it, a bunch of business people getting together every week and doing business with each other to generate as much business for each other as a small nation in the world is
quite remarkable.
It's remarkable.
Quite remarkable.
Yeah.
It actually boggles the mind when you think about
it does for me, and so it's all about helping people build their business through referrals, and we do it in a face-to-face context. When I started BNI, I'd like to tell you that I had this vision of an international organization, but the truth is I needed some referrals for my consulting practice. I needed some business, and we don't teach this in colleges and universities. We don't teach people how to build their business through networking. Right. And so nobody ever taught me how to do this.
A little too practical, isn't it, for universities?
Well, I think so. I've got a good story about that if you'd like. I'd be glad to talk about that. But I think we don't teach it, and so what happens is business people get out into the real world, and they don't have a clue how to build their business through referrals. And so they just wing it. And that's basically what I was doing. And I put together a group of people who I thought would help me, because I was a management consultant. I wanted some referrals, and I was willing to help them. And it just snowballed. The first year we opened 20 groups by accident, because that was not my business. My business was consulting. And it was really at that point that I realized I struck a chord in the community that I hadn't anticipated.
Right. So it really took on a life of its own.
It did, completely took on a life of its own. After 3 years, I sold off my consulting practice and then decided to do BNI full-time.